were just 3 of us in the theater. We were absolutely enjoying the movie when suddenly Dave's mom and his sister popped up on the screen.
Faye, what is this? Megan, my daughter and I will stop doing what you say.
Hey guys, I'm Faye. If you're wondering what all that was, just keep watching because I'm going to tell you a truly fascinating life story. My mom was a famous actress who wished for a daughter to carry on her legacy, but when she couldn't get pregnant, she decided to adopt. First came Megan. Then, 6 years later, she brought me home, Faye. Ever since I had known, Megan was anything but an actress. Pretty, sings well, great dancer, and even acted pretty well, but only when no one was watching. The moment she stepped out in front of a crowd, she either started blabbering or completely froze up.
Well, I've seen enough. Get the car. Come on down, Megan.
It was clear that Mom had high hopes for Megan and worked hard to shape her into something special. But when Megan couldn't meet those expectations, the disappointment showed, and maybe it spilled onto me. She started spending less time with us, even on our birthdays. When everything around us felt distant, Megan would always make sure I still felt loved. She was the sweetest big sister anyone could ask for. Who's turning 8 today? A little birdie said, "It's a fairy." Is it you? Is it you? No, silly, you! And just like that, Megan stepped in and filled the space Mom had left behind. Soon, I was 16, all bold and talkative. At school, I was my own queen, ruling the news club at school with friends who shared my passion. All went well, until one night, Mom decided to take us to one of her late-night parties. Every time we went to those parties, we felt like outsiders. There were so many familiar faces we'd seen on TV, but no one to talk to. All we ever wanted was to just go home. I'm too sleepy. Are you? Not really. I just can't stand the noise. But hey, let's find a place for you to sleep. Mom won't even notice. We wandered off and found a small spot to rest near the drinks corner. Megan fell asleep in seconds while I was searching for a snack on the counter. Suddenly, I heard someone's voice.
Poor kid. Probably snuck in for free food with someone. Wonder who let her through. Seriously, I can't believe people still do these for free food and drinks.
And they were pointing at me. Unbelievable! Instead of standing up for me as her daughter, Mom sided with someone else, talking behind my back like I was a stranger. I was furious. She shouldn't have dragged Megan and me along in the first place if she was going to act like that. Fine, I'd give her one more reason not to bring us here again. Mom, you promised we could take home lots of snacks, but this was the last bag of chips. Where did you see the other bags? You should have seen the pale look on her face when the others stared at her. That should teach her. Mom immediately walked out, clearly embarrassed. I grabbed Megan and followed her. I was sure from then on, Mom wouldn't dare take us out anywhere. But I was so wrong. The very thing I feared happened.
I can't believe it. Faye, the way you talked, that loud, bold act you did, commendable. Truly an actor's daughter.
An actor's daughter? Oh my god. From that day on, she started dragging me to auditions, acting classes, and even events I couldn't care less about. It was like I had become her new project overnight. Only then did I finally understand the pressure Megan had been under all those years. The endless expectations, the constant training. Faye, get ready, darling. You're coming to the shoot today. The producers are going to be there. This dress is nice, but it doesn't make you look perfect. Try the red one I brought you last night. Faye, did you watch how I said my lines, darling? You can always stop me at any point to learn. I know, but I went along with it for a while because at least I had Megan at home to cheer me up. But soon enough, she had to move out to start her own life. Your workplace is only 3 hours away. Can't you just drive back and forth? A little birdie once said, you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't harm anyone. Is it you? Yeah, I did say that once, but this harms me. Yep, now I was all alone, right under Mom's radar 24/7. What could be more harmful than that? I was deep in thought in the news club room, my little safe space, until duty came knocking. Did you cover the story of Dave, the poorest boy in school? That was the most expected last week, President. I don't know. That guy is new. It just doesn't feel right. But she dragged me to the cafeteria anyway, where I saw someone digging the trash cans. Is this Dave? Yes. Isn't he interesting? Let me get this on video. Stop! Just the thought of filming him like that felt horrible. I sent her away and went closer to Dave.
I'm sorry, I think I just dropped something in.
Dave, I know all about you. And you know what? From tomorrow, you're sitting with me at lunch. My lunch isn't great, but I can be pretty good company. Deal? He nodded and smiled. From that day on, Dave and I became inseparable. We shared lunches, stories, and laughs. In a way, Dave became my escape from the suffocating world Mom had thrown me into. Mom's "just come with me" turned into "just try acting in this little scene" very soon. Even though I didn't like it, deep inside I knew it mattered to her, so I gave it a shot. And it didn't come out that bad, really.
Cut! That was fun, wasn't it? I'm so proud of you, my darling. You don't know how much I've wanted this.
I tried to be happy for her, but then one day something strange happened that changed everything. One day on set, Mom was getting ready inside the trailer when suddenly,
"Let me in! I have to find that woman!" "You! Where is my daughter?" "What do you mean? I don't even know who you are." "Oh, save the act. You're good at that, aren't you? You promised my daughter a chance to become a famous actress, but you made her work like an unpaid servant, and then you decided she wasn't talented enough? You tossed her aside without paying her a single penny. She was humiliated. She ran away because of you. I want my daughter back, and the money you owe her."
Mom froze. She glanced at me and quickly turned away. What was going on? Was my mom a liar? A scammer? Or worse? Before I could process it all, she snapped her fingers at her assistant, who hurried to drag the woman out and swept the incident under the rug. My mind just couldn't rest. I walked to my mom's room that night to confront her. There has got to be something I need to know. But then what I heard shook me hard. Mom was talking to someone over the phone.
"I don't want to see her again. Finish off the case in the next 24 hours. I'll pay you as usual."
OMG! Why was she sounding like a mafia boss? Was she even my mom? That night changed my impression of her. I called Megan and told her the whole story, and she was scared even more. So you're telling me she tried to shut that woman up? For real? Yeah, she sounded like a different person. I feel like we should have seen this coming. You know how Mom's obsessed with finding someone to carry on her so-called legacy? She lures girls in with promises of fame, then dumps them the moment they don't meet her standards. Just like she did to me. Be careful, Faye. My heart was pounding painfully in my chest. Megan's words haunted me. I wanted to share it with my best friend Dave, but he wouldn't pick up. Almost a week passed. I'd been too caught up with Mom to talk to Dave. I planned to catch him at school the next morning. But then, what awaited me there was unbelievable. I went to class hoping to talk to Dave, but he wasn't there. Worried, I started asking around. Some students told me he hadn't been to school for the past few days. Apparently, he'd been looking for his sister. She had vanished after trying to make it as an actress. My stomach instantly dropped. Could it be connected to Mom? Without a second thought, I rushed straight to Dave's house. It was a small, secluded place, tucked away from the main road, and only his grandmother was inside.
"You're David's friend? He's gone. First his little sister vanished. They said she was going to be an actress. Promised us she'd be famous and rich. But now, nothing. She ran away. And then his mom ran off to find her, and now Dave. He's gone too."
Then she broke down crying. I tried to comfort her, but inside, my thoughts were spiraling. The woman who stormed onto the set, was she Dave's mother? If what Grandma said was true, then everything pointed back to one person, my mom. I had to know the truth. Mom wasn't home, so I crept into her room, searching for clues. And there it was, a notebook, with letters tucked deep in the drawer. And holy moly, those letters were all from Megan. All of them spilling hatred on Mom. "I hate you for always abandoning me. I know you think Faye is better than me, but I'll ruin it. I'll turn her against you. I'll make sure she hates you forever." Has Megan always felt like this way? Just because Mom chose me to act instead of her? And she was trying to sabotage our relationship? Beneath those letters was Mom's diary. I hesitated, but then opened it. Then suddenly, my phone rang. It was Dave. "Dave, you're okay? Where have you been?"
"Faye, I was searching for my mom and my sister, and I discovered something big. Meet me at the old bus station. I can't talk over the phone."
What was Dave talking about? Did this have something to do with Mom? After I came back from meeting Dave, my head was spinning. I walked into the living room. Mom was home now, reading some magazines and drinking her favorite tea. "Mom?"
"Yes, honey?"
"We need to talk. I found these letters from Megan and your diary." Her face turned pale. I also met Dave earlier. He told me that his mom was the one who came to your trailer that day.
"Dave's mom? But why?"
His mom and his sister had been hired by someone to sabotage you. And by someone, I mean Megan.
"Why would she do such a thing? What have I done to my daughter?"
I had never seen Mom like this before. The woman I always thought was strong now looked completely shattered. "You're not a bad mom, just someone carrying too much pressure. You were so focused on your legacy, you forgot that we're not your perfect little creations. We're your family."
"I'm so sorry, Faye. And to Megan, too. I just wanted to give you both everything I never had, but..."
"I understand, Mom. But we can't run away from this anymore. I'll help you. We'll talk to Megan and fix this." She smiled, and then we hugged tightly. Then I decided to visit Megan. maybe, deep down, I wanted to give her a chance to confess. So you came here all by yourself? How sweet. Yeah, so what's new, sis? Nothing much, just work. Okay. But I've got some news. My friend Dave told me that his sister went missing and they're looking for her.
Oh, really? Have they found her?
Not yet.
That's bad.
I hope they can find her, though. She acted like nothing was wrong. Since Megan clearly wasn't going to admit anything on her own, I decided it was time to ask Dave for a favor. With Dave's help, I came up with the perfect plan. That night, I rented out an entire movie theater just for the three of us. We watched a heartwarming family film together, a gentle reminder of how beautiful a family can be. And at the very end, a little surprise I had carefully planned.
Faye, what is this? Megan, my daughter and I will stop doing what you say. We both owe your mother an apology, and we refuse to accept any payment from you. As for you and your mom, you should give each other a chance to explain and truly listen. That's the best way to start making things right between you.
The video ended. The room fell into a heavy silence. Megan was about to run, but I held her hand and gave her Mom's diary. Megan, I read your letters. I know you feel like Mom chose me over you, but you never really told us how much it hurt. You should look at this first. Megan paused, then sat down, flipping through pages of the diary, with tears in her eyes. I wasn't surprised by Megan's reaction. In her diary, Mom had poured her heart out, admitting that she'd been selfish, that it broke her to see Megan turn against her after everything she'd done. More than anything, she wanted us to know how deeply she loved us both, and how desperately she wished to make things right.
Mom, is this? I'm so sorry, Megan. I thought I was protecting you from the same failures I faced, but I didn't see what was behind the curtain and ended up failing you both. Megan, Faye, you are and always will be my daughters. I love you both. I'm sorry, Mom. And Faye, I tried to turn you against Mom because I couldn't face my own pain.
It's okay, big sis. We can start over. For the first time, we truly understood each other. We can't erase the past, but we can rewrite the future as a messy, complicated, but healing family. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. After that chaotic night, Dave checked in on me in the sweetest, most unexpected way.
Is everything okay, Faye?
Yeah, everything's all right now. Thanks, Dave. How can I pay you back?
Awesome. How about a date?
Just one date? You're aiming too low, mister.